Hi everyone, this is Dawn at Twin Hearts Ablaze. I am happy to be making this quick message. I just wanted to share this picture with you. This is an intersection that I drive under about once every couple of weeks and have done that many, many times, but never noticed the names of the roads, which are Harmony Drive and Union Hill Road. And if you noticed, if you take a left, you get to Harmony Drive, and if you take a right, you get to Union Hill Road. And when I drove under this about a week ago, it was just so perfect for exactly what I have really come into knowing and understanding on this journey, which for me has been a very long and winding road. We're into about 30 years of knowing and 20 years of complete um, non-communication. And so, um, but recently, so when I drove under this, just really caught my awareness how it reminded me of so many times on this journey for myself where I at first I was just I was so clear from the beginning on the mission part that I really and I have had such strong recollections from previous incarnations and from just from connection in terms of my higher self off and on, and certainly Yeshua, Jesus, and a couple of other guides and Archangel Michael often. And I was so clear on the ultimate outcome that desiring, knowing how important it was that this thing happen. While I was still in ego with it at times, but not like, no, I don't want that. But early on, but I knew how important it was. I never really lost that knowing, and yet I was terrified, really inside, petrified that I was going to screw it up, and convinced at times I had um, irrevocably screwed it up. And there's a lot more I'll share about that at some other time, perhaps in the future, if that would be helpful. But right now, what I want to say is, so I questioned, what do I do this? Do I do that? Do I make this contact? Do I, speak about this? Do I go ahead and pursue this for myself? And I would constantly be questioning, wait, how will that affect things? Will I mess it up? And for a long time, I kind of lived on the edge of fear. And then after I was able to resolve that and just move forward with my life, so it's been about the last 5 years loosely, but 3 years for sure. Even then, it was this uncertainty about going too far down a road that would be like following my bliss. For example, when I went overseas for a couple of years to live and write and just really give myself and this journey essentially my full attention, and I was always questioning that, because like, what if I went too far and it turned out and I lost time, because it's been such a long journey for me. I was like, please don't, no more time lost. And I have by choice mm, not so not been with anyone else, and I even when I was married, essentially had a platonic relationship, and and so there's been this whole matter of timing and these questions, and these two signs, just they speak to me so clearly of this idea that really all roads lead us home. And as long as we are coming from that heart space, and we are being true to and authentic in terms of who we are, and really connected to our whole self and our soul self, there really can be no mistakes, and we are always moving forward and deeper and further. And and we are always saying yes to life, and that's what it's really all about, is coming to that place. So I just wanted to share that quick thought with you today. I do have a few other downloads that I have gotten, which I may make another video in the next couple of days about that. But just quickly, I'll just say that time is really like morphing and shifting, and we all know that the timelines are converging, and it's at that single point of stillness. But also there's some really really interesting things happening, and both surprising and beautiful and synchronistic, and just plain odd, as in let me off the crazy train now. So that's what I've been experiencing. So just wanted to share that in case I don't make that other video. If you're experiencing that, you are not alone in that. And I do feel that we are really, Divine Feminine are really supporting our counterparts right now. And no doubt they are supporting us as well. And just lots really, really opening up. It feels like that's what it feels like to me, is everything is opening up. So I hope you are experiencing that. You're doing well. I also wanted to invite you to join me. I have been really strongly guided to make my 90 Days to Life available. And I'll probably leave this up through the month of June, but definitely through the summer solstice, June 21st. For just $111. And I have added, in addition to the online 90-day resources that you'll have, I've added a Facebook group, a secret group that I'm going to do. I'm going to start it, slowly, and I'm going to do a live cycle of 90 Days to Life. So once you join that journey, the usual price is $333, but through June you can join for $111, and I'll add you to that private Facebook group where you'll have access to all the materials right there. And I'll share day to day so that you can really maintain consistency without necessarily having to go to the online journey. And then that can be just a place that you access, in the future as you'd like. I may continue to run these 90-day live cycles on Facebook for any members of 90 Days to Life. We'll see how it goes this first one. But it's a great opportunity to join now because it's, 1/3 of the usual investment. And in addition to those of you who follow me here at Twin Hearts Ablaze, I would like to offer, if there's anyone out there who takes a look at the page, which I will put in the description box below, the 90 Days to Life program, and you would like to be a part of it, but you cannot make that investment right now, if you will, actually, I'll put directions below on what you can do. What I'd like you to do is consider a donation, in the amount that you can afford. I would prefer it if you can make it, like 33, 44 or more. And please, I'm trusting that you will, only follow those directions if truly you're just in a place where you cannot invest. But if you feel called, I'd like to make that available to any of you here, just because I know when I was given these 90 Seeds for Life, which was way back in 1999, 2000, and then it took me 12 years till 2012 to share them, because this is an example. This is one of the things I was terrified to share for several reasons, but in part because I felt that it would lead to a rejection. If that would be a bridge too far, because I had already crossed the bridge too far, with my divine counterpart and with others and so what I've learned on the way is that, and what 90 Days to Life is really all about, is that we must live from the whole of who we are and really embrace a whole new way of seeing ourselves, a whole new way of being ourselves, and a whole new way of freeing ourselves. And so this 90 Days to Life will support you in doing that, in really reconnecting to the light, the life, and the love that you are at your core. It's just a great way to, again, it's like seeds. I've learned through the years that I'm a seed scatterer. In other words, I plant lots of seeds. Sometimes they're inspirational, and sometimes they're a little bit more confrontive, or breaking things down, or ideas that are different, and usually poo-pooed right away. At least in terms of that the social barriers that I discuss sometimes in my work. But in any case, 90 Days to Life, they're seeds, for greater, for really to grow your soul and share your soul gifts. So that's what that's all about. I would love for you to join me, and I'll put the link below. And again, I will likely be back with a second video later this week or early next week. Take care. Lots of love to you, and remember that all roads will lead you home.